Hi, I'm Vero. I go by the DJ name VDS. I would describe myself and my sound very random, sexy, fun. I play a lot of whine-waisting, ass-shaking, heavy drums, music for the soul.
Platform.
My love for music started very early. My parents actually met at Tresor in Berlin, so electronic music was always in my household, very much playing all the time. And then they introduced me to all kinds of different genres, so I was always exposed to music research, finding new genres and learning the history behind it. And for me, when I got old enough to go to clubs, I felt very much, oh, why is there always a man? In my head it was like, okay, a DJ is a man, and I just didn't really fuck with that. So I was like, no, let me change something. And then I kind of supported my girls on the decks, and I was like, yeah, that shit is like me. I want to do that as well. So yeah, now we're here. I run a radio show for female DJs, and yeah. I would say, looking at the last years, more recently, I see a big change. I feel like now parties will get some fire if they don't have female DJs on there. I like that. But I think when you look at maybe the more bigger picture, you still see there's 5 male DJs and 1 female DJ, and it feels a little bit performative. There's still room for improvement. I have so many amazing female DJs in my friend group as well, and we all out here and do it better than the men. I would say maybe don't be so hard on them. I feel like, of course, there's a lot of support, but when a woman is on the decks, it's always like, oh, if there's one mistake or she's not doing this good enough or something, it's always like everyone has something to say about that. On the other hand, when I see male DJs sometimes, it's just they get way more praised for doing maybe way less. I played at a gallery 4 years ago, and I was very scared to use the big decks back then, so I brought a little controller and I put it on top of the decks. And then after an hour, some friends played, and I was like, okay, let me actually try this. And in this moment I was like, this makes way more sense. I think there's different approaches on how to do a set. Sometimes I really like curating a set and kind of putting my cue points everywhere and practice it and tell a story with it. I think that's literally a little bit more editorial in a way, but I also really like just having all my tracks in different genres or even moods sorted on my record box, and then I just see the vibe. It also really depends on what the people like. If a DJ is in front of a crowd and he just plays whatever he wants and it has this kind of narrowed view, it's not really, you're a club controller. You have to work with the people, you need to hype them up, work with them, not against them. So the radio show is called Isla Radio. It's a collaboration with the brand Isla, which is way more than a brand. It's a space agency for female voices, and through there we had decks always there so people could come in and practice, especially DJs that don't have the money for it to go to studio. We always had this space in the store. 2.5 years ago, I talked to a Charissa from Isla, and we were like, wait, let's actually do a radio show that is kind of limited and leaves some people out, but in this way we can be inclusive. So we only feature female DJs, non-binary, mostly PLC, and just anyone who is maybe a little bit underrepresented, if it's how they are, who they are, or if it's their sounds. We live in a very saturated city for techno music, so that was also for me very important. Let's not do techno or house, let's show the people here maybe some other genres that are a little bit more underground. And yeah, it's for giving a space and having a platform and a physical space as well. We all have the decks always somewhere where people can come and play. And yeah, it's great. It's a cute network of people. We're making them paid, and yeah, it's fun. Okay, shout out obviously to Isla Radio. We're on SoundCloud, so check that out. Shout out to Berlin for making me who I am. Shout out to the clubs all over the world, the good energy, and all my amazing producer friends I featured in this mix. So check that out.